the white paper has been in sort of development since, if you remember, the Community Forum 2020 last year. So we thought it was very interesting that we got met people from organizations, informal groups, societies, all coming together to the Community Forum. And we thought, hey, you know what? This is very interesting and we need to document this somehow, because community development in Singapore is not just the work done by community organizations at all. There are a lot of ground up movements. There are a lot of informal groups happening, all doing the very essence of community development, right? So we thought, okay, so that was when the seed was planted. We thought, okay, we need to write this white paper, sort of map out the landscape, or to sort of, I don't know, draw out the landscape of community development in Singapore. And then the opportunity came when Ijlal approached us and said, hey, Hana, do you want to teach the Public Policy Task Force? And Public Policy Task Force is a practice-based module where the students do research over 13 weeks, right, Ijlal? 13 weeks? Yes. I should know this because I'm about to start teaching soon. So what we did was this comes in quite nicely, ties in quite nicely with the information and the data that we've been slowly gathering for the white paper. So what we're planning to do is there'll be about 20 students who will be interviewing. The project, the research project that we're all going to conduct will be to understand community development in Singapore, to put it quite simply, right? But to do so, to understand and to gain better insights into community development in Singapore, right? But to do so, we would need to have the different people doing different types of community development to come and participate in the research project, right? So not just community organizations, not just the big people, but smaller outfits, bigger outfits and all that, so that we can have a nice breadth of understanding of community development or the work being done in Singapore. So the main purpose, if I were to summarize, is this is a call out for people to come and participate. The main process, because it's only 13 weeks, so things would have to move fast. The module is starting, sorry, that was my son playing games. The module is going to start on the week of 16th of August, but we're just going to prep the students first, and then we're hoping that by September we'll get to start our interviews. Right. So the process of the research is going to be, we're looking for community workers, community leaders, and also talking to community members. Now, the research process itself, there'll be semi-structured interviews conducted by the students with the community workers and the community leaders. And there is another aspect that we're very, very excited about, is we're going to try mobile ethnography with the community members, right? And this mobile ethnography is going to be done not by us or the students, it's going to be done by the community leaders, right? So the community leaders will go in and speak to the community members themselves. So this is so that we cut out, we don't have the researchers or the outsiders, so to speak, in that space when we're documenting their experiences, their opinions, their knowledge, whatever about their idea of community development, right? So what we want to do is to recruit community workers, community leaders, and the community leaders then, depending on who we recruit, we will then together come up with a time for the community leaders to have training. So I'll conduct the training on what to look out for in mobile ethnography, what is mobile ethnography, and so on. So there'll be like a little training session for the community leaders on mobile ethnography and how to do it with the community members. And all those details, I suppose, will be set out when we get you know, who when we recruit the community leaders, right? So I don't want to set out too many rules and regulations at the moment. It all depends on, and it's very participatory as well, right? All depends on their availability, what they're comfortable with doing, how they wish to do it, and so on. Those are all the things that we will discuss in that the training session for mobile ethnography as well, because I believe that I'm not the expert of how it's going to be done in the community. They would know what they're most comfortable with, right? We will let them know, okay, this is what mobile ethnography is, the general idea, concept of mobile ethnography, and then maybe get some input and feedback and ideas from them on how the mobile ethnography could be conceptualized and practiced within their own communities. So that's a summary of the process. And from there, we will hopefully complete our analysis of the data collected. And at the end of it, we will then invite everyone involved, community workers, community leaders, community members, on a feedback session, like what do you call it? Like a where the students will present what they've analyzed and what they found out from the research as well. Yeah. So yes, that's it from Ijlal. Would you like to add anything?
I think you covered the main parts. I think one thing I'll say is that we've set it up so that it isn't just the content, which is about sort of community and participation. It's the process as well, and I hope you noticed that with the the community leaders doing some of the interviewing and us making sure that we're going back to them at the end to share our information and get their feedback, and with the students as well. So the process is meant to be democratized in a way that it isn't just Hana and myself sort of dictating how it will go. And so, yes, we're hoping to recruit the likes of you or the organizations you work with. And I think the numbers we're hoping for is about 10-ish organizations, flexible on that front as it works out. And looking forward to getting this started.